Hi guys, and welcome to Cooking with Z. I'm glad you guys are here at my channel. I'm glad you're here in my kitchen with me, exploring and trying new things and new recipes. If it's your first time, welcome. I'm glad you're here. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to get more recipes from my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel so you can get notification when I do post a new one. I hope you guys are cooking and trying these recipes and enjoying them as much as I do. Today I have a fast and quick recipe that I love. It's called a pastelon. It's kind of like a lasagna, but it's made with sweet plantains. And it's very, very easy. You find it a lot in a lot of Spanish restaurants. But it's very easy to make at home, especially if you like pre-prep. Now you don't need a whole lot of things. You're gonna need some sweet plantains. You can either slice them the long way like I just did here, or you can do it in the small pieces like I did. Now I'm gonna tell you a secret, guys. Okay, you could cut them like this, like regular. Most people cut them like this, which is fine. What I do with my plantains, I'm pretty sure you guys know, most places they'll throw the plantains on sale, and plantains is something that if you leave it out for too long, it'll get really soft really fast. It'll probably last 2, maybe 3 days if you bought it while it was still green. The green plantains are more crunchier if you open them up and slice them and fry them while they're green. It'll be more like a tostón, which you put garlic, salt, and stuff like that on it, and it's more crunchy. When they're like this, when they get dark, that's when you see a plantain that is kind of yellow. They're still sweet, and if it gets really dark, it's super, super sweet, which is what I did with these. Now, I pre-prepped and pre-fried some of the plantains, okay? I mean, I will fry some so you guys can see, but you see, these are the small ones, which is these, which I pre-prepped and put in the freezer after I bought them and cut them up so that they wouldn't go bad. And I also fried some of the long ones because I like these to be at the bottom. Now, a pastelon is layers of plantain, ground beef, cheese, and then more plantains, more meat, more cheese, just like the lasagna, except you're doing it with plantains, okay? So you're gonna need 1 to 2 eggs. At the end, you're gonna just beat it and put it over. It kind of keeps everything together from falling apart. I have 3 different kind of cheeses here. You really can just use 2. The Mazarella and the Fiesta blend. You can use whatever cheese you want, but I love the Mazarella and the Fiesta blend. I put a little bit of spray at the bottom of the pan so that it won't stick, even though it usually won't because the plantains have that little oil on it. So, but I like to spray. You don't have to, but I do. And of course, the most important part is the ground beef, okay? Now, of course, it is already pre-prepped. I cooked it before. I do have a video on ground beef, on how to make it for either pastelillos or for pastelon or just ground beef in general if you want it for filling or for side. So if you need the recipe, it'll be on my channel. And and that's basically it, guys. I mean, that's you can't get any easier than that. I mean, look at how many little of ingredients. Now, you don't have to do this, but I like to put a little bit of Fuego marinara sauce over the meat before I put the cheese, even though there is sauce in the meat, just to make it a little bit more saucy when you actually cut into it. Like I said, if you don't want to, this is not a must put in, but I like to do that. Okay. Now, the plantains like these, I cut them in the middle and fry them. They get soft, so you have to like watch it. A lot of people do them with the yellow plantains and the green plantains, which is absolutely fine. If you do it with the green ones, it's going to be more like a tostón kind of flavor. The flavor is a little bit different. It's not sweet. It's more like a sweet kind of tart kind of flavor. The yellow ones are sweet, but not super, super sweet. And then these are sweet, which is the ones that I like. Well, I like them all, but this is the one that I like for this particular plate. Okay, so I'm gonna put these eggs over here. And this is something, guys, that is very easy. And like I said, these plantains, I bought them on sale. So what I did, I cut them up and I put them in freezer bags and put them in the freezer for when I was ready, so that way they wouldn't go bad. And you can do the same thing with the other plantains. They're very easy to fry. And like I said, once you do this, like I said, you can put them away in the refrigerator. You can save even the plantains that you fried for the next day, if you don't want to do it the same day. And everything is already cooked. So when you put it in the oven, it's not going to take a long time, maybe 30 to 45 minutes, because you want the meat, everything to heat up and the cheese to melt and everything to just come together and the flavor to just kind of simmer in there. So that's basically it, guys. So we're going to, I'm going to fry a couple just so that you guys can see how fast and easy it is before I actually do it, okay? Let me show you so you guys can see. Bear with me, guys. Maybe one day I'll have a TV guy that'll do this for me and I won't have to do it. Okay, so the oil, I like to put it in medium. Of course, I already have used this for frying the other ones. And since these are longer, the reason I like the long ones and I do both, because I like the long ones for the bottom. Because that way when you do it at the bottom, when you cut it, you don't have to worry about the small ones. I like them both, to use both. You don't have to. You can do them all the long way. That's fine also. So now I'm going to just cut them in the middle. Now, of course, it depends on how many you're going to need according to which one you're going to use, what kind of pan you're going to use. If you're only going to use a, one like this one, I think this is a, I don't know, 4x6, I think it is, or something like that. You ain't going to need a whole lot of them. I'm going to just spray this, just to have it nice and even. Okay, guys, I'm waiting for the oil to heat up. And like I said, you can, now what I do, as you notice with the plantains, I put them on a napkin. So that way it could soak up all, the oil. And I did remove this one. This is the second one that I've used. After I leave it there for like 5 minutes, I remove them, organize them on another plate, and put a new napkin. Same thing with the smaller ones, so that way you don't have the extra oil, because you don't really want that. Okay, so let's see if this is already hot. Now, like I said, if you use the yellow ones, they won't be as soft. So it depends on what kind you are going to use. But these are the sweet ones. If you ever had a pastelon, you know that the sweeter, the better. And a lot of people, they always think that it's hard to do. They have asked me to make this, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. The next time I make it at home, I'm gonna record it. So I'm glad that I was able to do it. And the good thing also is that this is something that you can always wrap up, and the leftovers will be good. Like the next day, you can put them either in the microwave or put them back in the oven, or just to reheat it, and it's going to taste just as good. Because not everything is good after you have already cooked it. But this is one of those things that you can cook and put away and then reuse again. And I love stuff that make my life easier and that I can use more than once. Just like the ground beef, what I do, if I'm going to cook ground beef, I usually make extra than what I actually need, so that way I can take the rest after it cools off. I put it either in a container, like the one that I just used. This container right here, it's not expensive at all, and it's actually freezable. You can put it in the microwave. You can put it in the dishwasher. I think it was like for like maybe $5. And you can use them for everything, for leftovers. So what I do, I put it in there, and then I let it cool off, and I put this inside a freezer bag, so that way it has that double protection, and you don't have to worry of the freezer frost and all of that. Now this cooks pretty fast because they are sweet. Plantains do not take a long time to cook at all, guys. There's so many ways to cook plantains. You can boil them, you can saute them, you can make them in soup. You can make them like we're making them now, nice and fried. You can do the stuffing of plantains, which I have a video on that one. I think I'm going to do a new one, where you take the plantain, you cut it in half, and you fill the inside with ground beef and cheese. And it's, when I tell you, completely delicious, guys. It's amazing. And of course, the same way that we're frying these, we will fry the small ones. There's no difference. It's just the shape. You know, just cut them however you want to cut them, however you feel comfortable cutting them. Because some people just, I've seen people that actually cut them like little chops and do the whole bottom like a nice little layer of like a domino kind of effect. But I know that you guys would really, really enjoy this, guys. It is something that you can do for holidays. You know, holidays are always around the corner. Like one goes and another one comes, right? And if you have a family, you know, a big family, kids, brothers, sisters. I come from a big family. So it's always good to know that, you know, you can do nice recipes for your family. You know, I'm Puerto Rican, and we are, how can I say, we use food as an expression of our love and our affection. So we're always cooking. And, you know, if you go to a Puerto Rican house, or most Spanish people for that matter, you know, they won't let you leave without eating. Because they feel like, you know, it's like an insult. You know, we didn't treat you right if we didn't feed you. And people always tell me, why do you always feel like you gotta feed me? And, you know, I'm like, okay, it's because I care, you know. I'm like, I want to make sure that you're fed. But that's the reason, guys, okay? Okay, so that's already done. You see that? Not even 2 minutes. So we're going to take these out. I'm going to use my spatula because I don't want them to break apart because they are very soft. Try to scoot out the oil. And then you just, I mean, you can't get easier than that, guys. We just, I don't take out the extra oil if I don't need to. Okay. Look how easy that was. 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. Okay, let me move this. So, this is what we got. That looks beautiful, doesn't it? I think it looks great. Okay, so now, we're just going to take the pan. Very simple, guys. You saw I already sprayed it. So I'm going to put the plantains at the bottom. I'm going to take the ones that I have already cooked because they're already cold. So I don't have to worry about burning myself, okay? So we're going to just layer them in the bottom. You're just covering the bottom. That's all we're doing. We're just covering the bottom, making sure. You're going to love this, guys. You're going to trust me. You're going to be sending me messages talking about how much your family loved it. So you see what I'm doing right here. Okay. And of course, you don't have to like do everything. It doesn't have to be perfect, guys. I'm going to have hope I have enough plantain. I can always find. But and don't worry about the little bits and pieces because at least I use them to fill in. Like if I have a little space, I'll use the extra ones and to make sure that it's filled in. So I mean, you can do the same thing. Okay. So as you can see, it's all filled in. I turn it over. See now? Okay. And like I said, the meat. I have a video of the ground beef. Okay, that you can watch, and it's so that you can, if you want to make the ground beef with Spanish, the Spanish way. Now you're just going to cover it up just like you would the lasagna. You just put the meat. You can put as much or as little as you want. Of course, I want it to be nice and meaty, so of course I'm going to put a lot. Oh my God, it smells delicious. Now, of course, since this one is pretty small, it's kind of like, like a cake size. But like if I'm gonna feed a lot of people, I would use the bigger one. But this right here will feed like at least 6 people. If they're only gonna eat one. Which I'm gonna tell you right now, this will be good for like 2 people, because you're gonna want leftovers, guys. You're gonna want some. Trust me when I tell you. Okay, so that's the first layer. Make it nice and straight, at least as straight as you can. Now, like I said, I like to put a little bit of the Prego. It doesn't have to be the marinara. It doesn't have to be a lot. I just kind of like the extra sauce. I use now you can use whichever one you want. I like marinara. It just gives it that specific taste that I want it to have. So, and you don't need a lot. Just as you can see, just to cover. Now I'm going to use the marinara. Sorry, the mozzarella. Now I love cheese, guys. Okay, we're going to layer this. Now remember, you still have another layer that you're going to do. Now, and this is the Fiesta bread, okay? You don't have to use 2 cheeses. Most Spanish people will use, sometimes will use 2 to 3 cheeses. But just adjust it to what you want. But if you want the recipe to be Spanish style, then yes, you will put 2 cheeses on. And then once again, we're going to do the plantains. You know what? I'm going to use the long ones, no, the small ones, and then put the long ones on top. Okay. So now we're going to use the small ones. I have enough. So you see, it's still the same thing. We're just using, you'll need like more of the small ones than, of course, the long ones. It also depends on how you slice it, So. This is such an easy dish, and it's just so delicious, guys. All right. I'm trying to make it as fast. I don't want to make this video so long, then you guys get bored and won't finish watching it. I would like for you guys to finish seeing it because it really is delicious. That's my niece you guys are hearing there in the back. She's saying hello, guys. She's eating chicken nuggets right now. Okay. I don't even think I need the extra plantains. Oh, perfect. Okay. There you go. All right. Oh, perfect. Okay. I'm throwing everything in here, guys, so that way I'll just clean it up later. Okay. Grab my hands. That put too much weight, guys. You can never have too much weight. Ever. Ever, ever. Okay. So, now let's get the Fiesta. Of course, you adjust it how you wanna. And now, guys, we need, I'm going to use one egg. I don't think I need two. And the reason for the egg is that it actually keeps everything together. Yes, you have the juices and you have the sauce and all of that. But the egg, I wonder if I need one will only be good. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys, so always the egg, I put the extra egg in there. And no, you're not going to taste the egg, okay? You're not going to taste the egg. It's just to actually just hold everything together. Okay? It's going to go into the actual plantains. Like, keep it just adjusted, okay? Now, if you want to put the extra plantains on top, you can. What I'm going to do, actually, before I put these in the oven, guys. So these are kind of thick. I am going to slice them and put them on top. I don't think I have enough for... Oh my God, they're so hot. They're really hot. Like I said, these right here are just more for decoration. Because you want it to look nice and pretty. At least I know I always want my stuff to look nice and pretty. The way that things look have a lot to do with how you feel about them. Okay. I mean, guys, you know this looks good. And it's basically, everything is already cooked. So, like I said, when you put this in the oven, you're not actually cooking it. It's more like just, everything is just falling in place. So you're just adjusting the meat with the cheeses and all of that stuff so that everything can come together into an amazing, amazing dish. Perfect. Now, like I said, you can also, when you're frying these, you can also cut them thinner, the long ones. If you're planning on doing the same thing I'm doing now. Okay. And guys, this is it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in the oven, okay? You see how beautiful it looks already? Wait till you see how it looks when it comes out of the oven. So I'm going to do this in the oven. I'm going to come back and show you the finished product. It'll take like 30 to 45 minutes in 350 in the oven. You might, depending on how strong is your oven, it might take less. So just adjust it and just see you know, how you want it. I like mine to be kind of toasted in the top, and I like to see the cheese toasted a little bit while it's bubbling and all that stuff. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this in the oven, guys, and I'm going to come back and show you the finished product and cut out a piece so that you can see how juicy and amazing it looks on the inside, okay? So I'll be right back, and you guys keep enjoying this channel and my cooking. Okay, guys, so finally we are done. It smells so good in here, and thank you for sticking with me and not giving up on me, guys. It'll be worth it, I promise. Okay, so the platanos were in the oven for, I want to say like 40 minutes at least. I did 30, but then I wanted it to be like toasty, like you see right here. You see how it's the colors are so nice and cheesy and stuff. So I let it stay another 15 minutes. So 45 minutes I think was good enough. So I'm going to cut a piece, guys. I want to pick this up real good, but it's hot. I hope you guys can see, and I hope it does justice to what I'm saying. But guys, it's really, really good, okay? So I'm going to cut a piece for you so that you guys can see how delicious it is. Woo. And it smells so good in here. Okay, guys. Now I'm using a spatula because ooh, it's hot, hot, hot. Guys, look at this. We got the plantains, the meat, the cheese. I need a fork. I need a fork, guys. Trust me when I tell you that they are going to love this. I hope that you guys can see the meat and how delicious, and the house smells amazing. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, I gotta take another piece. Sorry, guys. Okay, this is gonna be my dinner. Okay, guys, so here you have it. This is the pastelon. It's just like the lasagna, except it's with sweet plantains, ground beef, and cheese. And I did put marinara sauce because I like it to be nice and saucy. But guys, you have got to try this at home. Please tell me what you think. Did your family like it? Did you find it easy? Did you enjoy the recipe? Okay, and trust me when I tell you that everyone will like it, especially you, because it's going to be fast and easy to make. And I mean, come on, guys, look how amazing this looks. Okay, so thank you again for coming to my video. Thank you for giving me your ideas of what you want to see, what you want me to cook. And thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing, and coming back to see my videos. Guys, I love you guys. I hope that you love my recipes. I hope that you really enjoy this. Please leave me a comment. Let me know if you tried it. Let me know if you like it. And tell me any ideas that you think that I should do, okay? So guys, there you have it. This is what we call a pastelon, okay? Which is plantains with cheese, ground beef, and it's amazing, okay? So thank you so much for sticking with me. Please like, subscribe, and share. And until the next time, guys, until the next video, you have a good one and happy eating.